In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on April 3rd, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Portland Trail Blazers versus San Antonio Spurs. The Portland Trail Blazers visit the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday looking to snap a 6-game losing streak. Portland was defeated by the Spurs on Friday night 130-111 in the first of 2 consecutive games between the two over a period of 3 days. The leading scorer for Portland was Keon Johnson with 20 points. However, the Trail Blazers shot 44.6% and allowed San Antonio to shoot 56.8%. San Antonio has won 5 of its last 6 after defeating the Trail Blazers by 19 points on Friday. Devin Vassell scored 22 points to lead San Antonio, while Keldon Johnson chipped in with 21 points. The Trail Blazers are going to be severely shorthanded once again, as Josh Hart, Justice Winslow, and Anthony Simons are all listed as out, while the Spurs are keeping an eye on DeJounte Murray and Joshua Primo, who are both questionable. The San Antonio Spurs just beat the Portland Trail Blazers by 19 points on Friday, and they need to take full advantage of these games in order to inch closer to a play-in game. The Portland Trail Blazers are just god-awful with the roster they're throwing out these days, and that includes losing their last 5 games by an average of 14 points while allowing 53.1% shooting from the field. Portland's roster is unrecognizable from the start of the regular season. The Trail Blazers have 9 players on the injury list, including each of the top 6 scorers, the leading rebounder and leader in assists. Therefore, it is no surprise that Portland has failed to cover the spread in 5 of the last 6 overall and in 4 of the last 6 when playing against San Antonio, including Friday's 19-point loss to the Spurs. The Spurs faced little resistance in their big win over the Trail Blazers on Friday, and I'm expecting a similar result in this one, as the Spurs should have more than enough depth to get the job done at home again. The Spurs are battling for the 10th and final spot in the Western Conference playoff standings and currently hold that spot, but lead the Los Angeles Lakers by 1 game with 4 to play, which gives the Spurs far more incentive to win on Sunday than Portland. Plus, the San Antonio Spurs have covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 games, so the San Antonio Spurs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished under in 4 of Portland's last 6 games, as well as in 5 of San Antonio's last 7 games. When Portland and San Antonio take the court against one another, the total has finished under in 4 of the last 5 games. The Spurs have seen the total finish under in 7 of their last 10 played at home. Portland is 24th in the NBA in scoring with an average of only 107 points per game and have a field goal shooting percentage of just 44.4%, which is 26th. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors versus Sacramento Kings. With 7 losses in the last 8 games and 4 consecutive defeats, the Golden State Warriors still didn't secure the playoff spot. Steve Kerr's team needs 1 more victory to clinch a playoff place, and given that they are playing the second of a back-to-back after facing Utah on Saturday, this game against Sacramento is their chance to do it. The Sacramento Kings, on the other hand, are theoretically still in the race for the play-in, but they do need a miracle. They need the Spurs and Lakers to lose all of their remaining games, while the Kings must win all 4, which is highly unlikely. These Pacific Division foes have met 3 times this season, and Golden State won all 3 meetings, covering 2 of those. The Warriors were better in 6 of the previous 10 head-to-head encounters. The Warriors are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. The Kings are 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 Sunday games, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The over is 9-4-1 in Warriors' last 14 overall. The over is 4-0 in Kings' last 4 overall. The Warriors are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Sacramento, and 3-10 against the spread in the last 13 meetings. This line is rather surprising when you consider the Golden State Warriors are dealing with injuries, and they're on the end of a back-to-back where they usually rest guys as well. The Sacramento Kings have quietly won 4 of their last 5 games, and they need to keep winning, considering they're not mathematically eliminated from getting into a play-in spot. The Warriors probably win regardless, but this is a lot of points to just give the rested Kings at home. So the Sacramento Kings to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Without Curry to run the show, the Warriors' offense is struggling of late. They scored more than 110 points just twice in the previous 8 games, and even though Sacramento has one of the worst defenses in the NBA, I seriously doubt the Warriors will erupt offensively and score 130 points here. 5 of Golden State's last 8 games went under, and although 2 of 3 head-to-head duels this season produced over 224 points, I don't think it'll be the case this time around. Also, the Kings are playing without their 2 top scorers, who are combining for 40-plus points a game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Los Angeles Clippers. The New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Clippers will face off on Sunday evening as the league's regular season slowly draws to a close. Both teams are coming into this on the back of wins in their previous games. This should be a fun game between 2 teams that could very well square off in the play-in tournament. I get the Clippers being favored at home with Paul George back in the mix. However, we're getting the free bucket with the team that's playing the better basketball. The New Orleans Pelicans have been on a roll these last couple of weeks, and that includes winning their last 5 games by an average of 7 points. The Los Angeles Clippers only win in the favorite role by an average of 3 points. The Pelicans have been in sprightly form right through this last week or so. There is enough confidence on account of winning 3 straight and picking up some momentum at just the right time. The Pelicans' recent run of form has moved them right into the playoff picture, and they will be eager to keep the run going. While the Clippers are a threat again with Paul George back in the lineup and playing well. You can make an argument for either side here, but the Pelicans have been in terrific form lately and they haven't had to travel since their win over the Lakers. Overall, this seems like the Pelicans will carry on their momentum while the Clippers may just find that they don't have the personnel to compete, especially if some of their stars are on a minutes restriction. I'll take a shot with the free buckets and the team in better form, so the New Orleans Pelicans to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. With the NBA slowly winding up another regular season, it is important to look at how easily the scores have increased in the league. The Clippers scored 153 in their previous game. While that will not continue, there is clear evidence that the scores and totals are increasing and will do so till the end of the regular season. The Pelicans have averaged 109 points per game, which is 20th in the league, and the Clippers have managed 107, which is why the handicap is lower, but that's what makes it even more attractive. If one looks at how the Clippers have been playing defensively of late, then it makes sense to believe that they are going to give up at least 120 in this game. New Orleans is not a great offensive club, but they have scored at least 114 in 3 straight games. The Clippers' defense is a sieve right now, so expect a total around 230. New Orleans has gone over in 4 straight games when playing on 1 day's rest. The Clippers have gone over in 4 of the last 6 games and 8 of their last 11 at home. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.